Mazi Okpalaeze Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem President na Biafra wanu n'ụwa niile. Omeka nni ya ka mụ na-etogo odogwu bụchiri ezi. Asị mụ na ọgaranya obodo ọcha nwa na-eruru isi onye fee eze ruo enye aka ototo nwa ọnụ gbara ogiri esoji eji mechaa ya lacha ọkwa n'ikpeazụ nnekwu ugogwu ekene gị. Ọkwa ịma na-abata na radio TV afụgo odogwu asịrị ọtọ ọkwa nne ya ka ejighị bụrụ dịka mkpesekwu ọ na-akụrụ isi gị dịka tete. Presium ego Biafra dịka ọkwa gị bụ personal assistant nke odogwu. Ọkwa gị bụ personal assistant nke odogwu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu amadike ndị Igbo n'ọnụ m ekene gị dịka tete. Ọkwa gị bụ leader anyị enwere ibe chọrọ ka m kwuo oche m ka m ji ekwukwe amadike ndị Igbo dịka tete. Ndị ekwere ekwerebe gboo ndị gbara ọsọ na-anaghachitekwa azụ inugwo ndị ahụ bịara ka emebe anyị abụrụ kata abịa ibere emebegwo obi n'ugwo oge elugwo maka eji oge na-edu unu ndị ụjọ ibe mma bụ ọhamadike gee ntị ka m kwuo onye bụ okwu odogwu butiri ezi onye mmemme na-eke ọjị n'oke ọ mụtara sụcharị ụmụ ya niile ekene gị ha tikwa gị malụ amalụ na nye bụ ọgụ ị na-anụ na mmụọ kwụ gị n'azụ mmadụ kwụ gị n'azụ ezume ezi ibe igbo jiri dị ebube kwụ gị n'azụ ya ka m ji ayọ chikerụ gị si anya were ndụ udori gị n'elu ndụ inugwo o were ọrụ ike wee chọọrụ gị mma ọmadịka ụwa niile oke anụ jide ka iji odogwu butiri ezi maka na ibe ị na-emere anyị dị anyị n'anya o hafụkwa ndị sabo maka na enwere ka echikwa onye gbogbo adị na-emechara ikpeazụ na Judas ji akarị akarị Barabas ji eme nkarị ya ka m jiri si oge erugbo ndị ụmụ Igbo tetezie n'ụlọ ịmara na ịbụ nwa Biafra tete ya ka m ji nete anya mụbata ka agụ nwana nke jiri dị ebube dịsi enyi ike obere nwa na-esi na ibe nwa ba nne ya bụ oruko onye bụ ochikwa n'ibe nne ya fụtara onwe ya obodo emere m ibe ọjọọ ka njụọ n'ebe ajụjụ indigenous people of Biafra ka njụọ anyị ojere fụrụ ụzọ ọbara ọbịa ka njụọ okwu ka m jiri nete anya wee sị na nje ekwuriri ya bụ okwu Prince Darity ndiketete oke nwa ati m na ọkwara ụka m bịara ụka ntụọ maka na nye bara m bịara ụka m tụọ ọkwa ka m onye oge odogwu nje jembe jolu disapọịntị kwana Nnamdị Kanụ Enugwu maka na a na-enejere gị anya ọkwa nnene asị na nwata amebe ọfụma obodo akụbara ya aka ọkwa nne ya ka m jiri bịa ka nkụọrụ ha aka maka na ị na-eme ọfụma ekpekpere ka ndị abara kata bịa bịa asị na nwata kwacha aka otoro ọgaranya rijuo nne ya gwọ oke nwa Darity ndiketete Chukwubuikem ọkwa nne agụ Biafra diketete asị na ike ga-adịghị ile esu onye ọkụ ọkwa adịghị ile atọrọ nkịta ọkwa nne ya ka m jiri nete anya were ikpe na-abụ dobe na nka nna yogo onye bụ ibe ọmarike bụ ya ji gaga ndị niile kpọrọ ogiri osi na-emecha na ukperi eleta maka na ibe bụ niile Nnamdị Kanụ ji gbara anyị n'afọ gbogbo ọkwaba ncha na-emezi ọ bụrụ na ibe niile Nnamdị Kanụ jere gwa anyị maka nduzi na-emechacha onye na-ekwu na Biafra eje ha bịa Biafra abịagwo ọnụrụ onye ka kpara ibie nwanne m maka na sị na ibe dị mma ka na-eṅomi eṅomi be anyị ibe dị mma na anyị agbara akwụkwọ Igbo ma bụrụ eziokwu onye kụjara akụja onye agbara ọsọ agụ Biafra ka bịakwa n'obi gị maka na o nwere ibe iji wụrụ odogwu ya ka m ji ayọ gị ka ichetara ọnụ ọbụ na gbara gị bụ ogiri afọ na-emecha ekpere gị
ọka omelu Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. On this day, I want to salute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ọhamadike ndị Igbo gbaa gburugburu. I'm a salute again. I want to thank you for standing between the lines for the indigenous people of Biafra, the over 80-something million of us worldwide. And I salute again for your courageous and steadfastness fighting to make sure that this nation is restored. I'm saluting you for standing against all odds, against all torture, against all intimidation, against all manner of inhuman treatment meted on you for the past 10 years in this struggle, and you are still standing tall. For the past 11 years, you are still standing tall. For the past 12 years, you are still standing tall. I salute you, sir. I want to salute you again for not betraying our people, even when the people that you trusted have betrayed you in so many ways. You did not give up on us. The love you have for us is greater than the love we have for you. That is why you have decided to sacrifice your life for people who doesn't actually appreciate the sacrifice which you are making so far. I salute you, sir. I salute you, sir. I salute you. I thank you so much, Ọhamadike ndị Igbo, for awakening the spirit of every Igbo man, every Biafran, every Yoruba man, every middle belt, every northerner, and every African, every black man. I thank you so much for awakening the spirit of this black nation. Humanity shall remember you. Posterity shall write good history about you. You are a good man. And that is the reason why I always stand by you. That is the reason why it does not matter what come my way. It does not matter what people may say. It does not matter how people's attack may come. I, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, will always stand by you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because you are a good man. I must tell the world today that we do not deserve to have someone like you. Yes, this oseoji, we do not deserve someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happened to be a white man, the statue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be molded in every city, and people will come and be bowing down, worshiping him, worshiping the statues. Because from today, any day you come out to see this video, I want you to know that today is 29th of June 2025. I want to add saint to your name. Please, Biafrans, those that love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anywhere you want to talk about him, anywhere you want to mention him, do not just write saint, do not just write Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, write Saint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Na-etinye saint onye nsọ. How many people will stand the trial, stand the torture, stand everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing, and he never shaked, and still stand up to this moment? That is why I beat my chest to say, any information that the enemy may bring from any angle, whether it is truth, whether it is not truth, as long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still standing and maintaining the status quo, the protocols, the promises he gave to us that he will not disappoint us, I will trash all those nonsense anybody may bring from any quarter. We are waiting. Therefore, Biafrans, unu nyere m aka kenele Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unu help ka unu kene this man. Unu kenecha unu keneze Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a gift that we are not qualified to have it. We do not deserve him. Because this is a man, onye na-ata na abụọ anyị n'obi. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị na-ata na akpọsị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anya. and yet he's not giving up. Yes, General Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, out of his love for his people, he stood and fought to make sure that our people are not decimated. He used his father's word to fight, and he never gave up until they used hunger and starvation to weigh him down. And him being a good man, he look around and see how people are dying. They use hunger and starvation as a weapon of warfare against him. And at the end of the day, he surrendered so that his people will not be all wiped out of hunger, due to hunger. A lot of people deceived Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to join Nigeria politics. And at the end of the day, he joined Hawoya Nala. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have studied all the mistakes done by Ojukwu. I also want to salute Wazulike Lebanya for awakening the call for the restoration of our nation from 1999, even though he did not finish the race. And I don't want to talk about it. And God used Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, taking us to the final destination, that promised land. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has passed through a lot of hurdles. Internal enemy, internal blackmailing, internal sabotage, and external sabotage. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not giving up to this moment. He is still standing tall and very strong. On this note, today, I am going to shock so many of you that always come online and yap. But before then, I want to read an article. There is an article written by the guy they called Anyi Kings. Anyi Kings, Ifeanyi Chukwu, Emos, nyụrụ nsị n'ọnụ in the name of writing article. But I also know the brain behind the article he wrote. And that article, I'm going to read it out, then I'll give you a proper analysis on that article, after which I will shock each and every one of you to your bone marrow. And the topic here is that Biafrans should ask Chinasa Nworu a question. Silence cannot stop me from asking him all these questions. Biafrans, it is high time you stand up to ask him questions. Everything you see as an attack against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming from Chinasa Nworu. I told you guys, that is Chinasa Nworu for you. I deal with facts and I deal with figures. In case you don't know, I want you to know it today. Every article you see Ifeanyi Chukwu, Emos, put out there came from Chinasa Nworu. He oversees it. He took care of it. Every article you see written by this guy called Ifeanyi Chukwu or Chinasa Nworu na Edey. Now, this is what Chinasa Nworu put on his platform after he went to tell the world, tell Biafrans, that everybody should cease fire. Let us focus. Chinasa Nworu told Biafrans that everybody should do what? Everybody should focus. That happened to be his word. Yesterday is when he wrote it, that everybody should focus and shed their sword. Then he came and wrote this. Somebody who is asking for everybody to shed their sword wrote this. And he says, 95% of those feeding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu information in the DSS are behind all the crises that are rocking IPOB since June 2025. Their end is imminent. I repeat what he said. He said 95% of those feeding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu information in the DSS are behind all the crises that are rocking IPOB since June 2025. Then he ended by saying their end is imminent. That is from your so-called GOC. Biafrans, unu lee m anya n'afọ na adịrọ m ka onye attack na-elu n'arụ, both physically and spiritual attack. Akwadosiri m ike wee pụta afa mbọ for Bikem. Ngwu na okwu, you can play with it, but you can testify that 99.9% of everything I told you in this movement have all come to fruition. And today, I will shock you people to your bone marrow. And this is just the beginning. In their own side, they concoct lies to blackmail people. When I come to destroy it, they now bring another lies which against me, which I am going to destroy. It's a different program. Nwanne aga m agba mbọ fụ na anyị doziri ụzọ ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-agbakwasị ụkwụ ma o si n'ụmụ ọnụ nga wee pụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu amasị n'ụmụ ọnụ nga pụta zọkwasị ogwu na ọkịka ụkwụ ka ọ na-apụta. Ọ dịrọ possible. I, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, we make sure that I use this to sanitize our people, sanitize our people's brain, make our people understand the hidden things that you don't know about this man called Chinasa Nworu. For a very long time, people have been afraid of talking about him. That is why he will come to Radio Biafra and the threaten people or threaten people. So in his mind, he is now Superman. And I was keeping quiet for a very long time, thinking that this man will correct himself, thinking that this man will change his ways. And I keep gathering all my evidences against him. I haven't started playing his voice yet. So, we want to forget about preamble, but this particular beginning of the preamble will shock so many of you. And this program is meant for those that can reason, those that have ability to think. It's not for feeble-minded freedom fighters. It's not for feather, lightweight freedom fighters. You can send people to be shouting and making all sorts of nonsense. I know what you are capable of doing. I know what you are not capable of doing. And I know who you are. If you can go and do check up about me spiritually and physically, you will know that so only if you the worst you can do, because you have been fighting, Chinasa Nworu has been fighting tooth and nail to know exact location where I live. I begin to mention the names of the people. Chinasa Nworu, and I say, where is President living? What does he do? Does he have a car? What is the color of his car? Where is he staying? Chinasa Nworu, I don't stay in one location. I stay in so many locations. Not one, not two, not three. Okay? But working with those people that is tracking people's location cannot make you a great man, because in my own side, so those of them, those who are what do you call them? Mushroom poppies, attack poppies, should look at this video, cut this video. They used my picture. They made a program, lied against me. 99.9% of the whole program they made there was lie. And they play it on our national platform, which is Biafra television. Then I came out and destroy all the people that made that that even contributed to the program, including the woman, the single mother, married and divorced Oge, which I don't want to talk about her case now. Actually, can we know her history? Unu history Oge, and she will be crying because verbatim. You were once married, but you are divorced. And I know those that you are dealing with in the struggle. You are having funny dealings with in the struggle. So, why I come today is greater than you. Ma Chika Austin na Serihanine. Even metata karere unu niile from A to Z. That is why I want Biafrans to pay attention. Those that want to know the truth. Those that want to understand what is happening behind the doors should come here and pay attention. Aham bụ Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, ago Biafra nke mbụ na Biafra. Eze nwe ife n'ụwa niile ekpemele ezokwa ka azụ dị Mazi oseoji na-adịghị eji iji fere. I battle people that are more stronger and greater than you. Gụnwa ipere mpe ọbọ mgbuchi oke osimiri ọ bụrụ gị bụ ite ofe agadi nwanyị ga-erisi m. Anything you try against me will backfire to you 100 million times. Chinasa Nworu. Ma nwanne gị nwanyị biteli esimoto akporo information, fact and figures, everything, all her activity in the struggle, all your activity in the struggle, soto adem naka njidia, and many things Biafrans na amaro about you. You can't come and be saying that this struggle is not a family issue and you are treating it like a family issue. And we all know whom you are talking to. We all know whom you are referring to. Now, let me go straight to Amos Ifeanyi Chukwu's write-up, his article. I want to read it now. You see, Amos Ifeanyi Chukwu has no choice. Edey Portoriana, United Arab Emirates. So, all the years he spent in Dubai, he could not do anything for himself. These are a set of people who always call me, talk about me, mention my name. Edey Portoriana, IPOB, ego IPOB ka eji kwụọrọ ya ụgwọ flight. Ego IPOB ka eji kwụọrọ ya ụgwọ ụlọ. Ego IPOB ka eji kpọnata ya na Nigeria. Ego IPOB ka eji na-enye ya nri. Because of this thing if law na-ede ma goftalonu now. I am not against na IPOB kwụrụ ụgwọ flight. I am not against na IPOB na-enye ya nri. I am not against na IPOB by their flight kwụọrọ ya ụgwọ ụlọ. Ihe fọrọ kịta bụ ka IPOB nyekwo ya nwanyị. The only thing that remains now is ka IPOB nunye ya nwanyị. That is the only thing that remains for Ifeanyi Chukwu. So, the garbage that he wrote, because some cases are in your microphone, he cannot talk. But on the garbage. Or a full scap, like 20 full scap, because on what point on they make. Go and listen, go and watch Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem will use 10 paragraphs to explain things that Ifeanyi Chukwu Amos will use 100 pages of book to talk about. So in his mind, don't feel no na sokoto you both feel no mu ihe lack of wisdom is what is disturbing him. For example, if I want to talk about aeroplane, there are different kinds of aeroplane. If I Chukwu got to that aeroplane, but when you give that same article to someone like Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem will use one stone, but 20 birds. So today, actually, can go for Talon Hodel or article. Odelia, Chinasa Nworu looked into it. He buffetia. Certify ya. A post to Chinasa Nworu be dezen ko Odel now. To back if Anyi King say Kuru Hodel. So I am not giving credit to Anyi King as just not deliver. I'm giving credit. All credit call. I'm giving it to them, to Chinasa Nworu. So today, they posted a video of Nwunye Konso. I will not answer that video today. I will allow all you people to exhibit all your stupidity. I will allow you all people to exhibit all your foolishness. Because the way you say money, even at this struggle, the very, very that type before. With fact and figures. Biafra ndema eziokwu ma eziokwu. I'm not talking about ndị Biafra na the struggle yesterday na Marifenaga. No. I'm not talking about follow members. No. I'm talking about ndị deeply rooted in the struggle. Ha mu Ifenaga. But tata, o nwere nke ha na amaro ha ga-amata. After this program, Chika also will be ashamed of himself because I have not come to talk about Nwunye Konso today. Chebrinum tomorrow for the issue of Nwunye Konso. Now, talking about Ifeanyi Chukwu that is nicknamed Anyi Kings. June 28, 2025, he published this yesterday. Today is 29th. And I want to read out. He said, the caption above is a reminder to all Biafrans, most especially IPOB family members globally, to avoid any kind of memory loss at this critical time of our struggle. Yes, I agree on this, your preamble. I agree on it. People should not get lost of memory of what has been happening in this struggle, including do not forget all that Mazi Kanu told us that will happen, that is now happening, that so many of you will be bought over. Mazi Kanu said that so many of you will be bought over by the enemies. That so many of you will fall by the roadside. That you people will disappoint me, but I, Mazi Kanu, will not disappoint you. So it is part of that caption that he placed here. So I agree with him on that. Anyone that he said that I agree with, I will tell you yes, Nanka Okpalaeze Eziokwu, then I will back it up with my own facts and figures. Do not also forget that I, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, have told you people several things that came to fruition. As I'm talking to you people right now, I'm live on YouTube. People are watching me on YouTube live. People are watching me on Aside Hot live. People are watching me on President live. People are watching me also on TikTok live. By the special grace of God, Monday or Tuesday, I will be broadcasting in 5 channels, including Twitter. I will also be on Twitter at the same time, simulcasting. That every information I'm pushing out will go to the right direction. So go and call all the puppies, all the media puppies of Chinasa Nworu, invite them, send this particular video to them because some of them will be shocked this night for what I'm going to expose, what I'm going to show. You will see it with their own eyes. They are going to shock. They will say, what is happening? Does it mean that I've been fooled? You have been fooled for a very long time. The man called Chinasa Nworu that you people does not know. So that caption, I want you not to forget that caption. It is very, very important that you get hold of that caption. He said, I repeat again, the caption above is to remind to all Biafrans, most especially IPOB family members globally to avoid any kind of memory loss at this critical time of our struggle. Do not forget, Namaze Guarayana, so many of them will be sold out. So it is part of it. We continue. Some of us that have spent over a decade in this struggle always take our memory back lane, then make proper analysis and evaluate past events. This helped me to draw strength and take a proper stand in the course of my determination to stand on the truth, not to betray the Biafra cause and spit on the grave of those, our comrades, that genuinely laid down their lives during protests, rallies, family meetings, and other IPOB events where they were caught in the corner by Happy Trigger Nigeria security forces and their lives were cut short. These fallen heroes and heroines lies my loyalty in the struggle. And this is why I do not stand with any individual. I repeat. And this is why I do not stand with any individual in this struggle, no matter how highly placed position of such individual. Now, you see, in fact, Biafra, I'm going to say the great analyzer. Yen name analysis adromma. Wachukwu can na go adromma. Wada Chaluga, see you. You're welcome to the program. Achom ke go chanting because if you got for today, you got koja. Now, Ifeanyi Chukwu is trying to draw the attention of old members of IPOB, saying that what makes him to continue what he's doing is that he sit down and look back and remember those that have been killed in our protests, in our family meeting, everywhere that they go, that those people that have led their life for the restoration of Biafra. He said that on them lies his loyalty. And that is the same word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Na ifo na-eme, ifo ji ata afụfụ na-eme ife ndị abụ maka gịnị, maka ndị nwụrụ anwụ na ọ bụrụ maka ndị dị ndụ. No maka ndị nwụrụ anwụ ka o ji eme. So this guy is copying that particular verse from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, he now continue by telling you that he do not rely or respect anybody or take anybody so special, irrespective of their position, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, what this guy is trying to say is that it doesn't matter your position, that he does not stand with you, like he's respecting you, he have respect or have some regards or some kind of elongate some due respect that is meant for you because of who you are. That all the people that die for the struggle are the only reason where he's standing. But by the time I begin to read his article, you will see where he is pitching and where he is relaxing his loyalty. You are going to see it towards the end of this particular rubbish he wrote. So let us go. He said, this is because as a mortal human are fallible. Then what do? All I do is to put any individual action and inaction on check to determine if such individual in his course of carrying his duties still align to IPOB principle, or has he or she deviated. Now, Anyi Kings is now talking and trying to convince you people that he's being corny, but I will decode all his corny statement here and tell you whom he is referring to and who is talking to. Who is talking about here now is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You say that what he do is to put any individual, any individual he's talking about is not referring to all the members of the Directorate of State. No, it's not referring to Chinasa Nworu. No, he is talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here, live and direct. So now, Ifeanyi Chukwu is now referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, checking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone out of the principle of the movement, the do and don't of the movement, the conduct of the movement. That is what Ifeanyi Chukwu is trying to tell you here now, or not. If such individual, in his course of carrying his duty, still aligned to IPOB principle, IPOB, 1, principle, 2, somebody started IPOB. Somebody choose those that are working with him, with us in IPOB. The principle he's talking about was laid down by somebody. And now, there is nobody, no matter the high place where you keep that person or how you see that person as a supreme leader or as anything, that him, Ifeanyi Chukwu, does not look at your face or think about whatever you may bring as order. But what he look is your action and your inactions. Now, we are moving. It is 4 years now that IPOB leader is not accessible to IPOB families on the cause of his illegal abduction in Kenya by Nigeria Intelligence Agency, NIA. And he was bundled to Nigeria after physical torture, after they physically torture him for good 8 days in Kenya. The NIA bundled him over to DSS, and the Department of Security Service bundled him to their dungeon there. There he is being kept under solitary confinement until this day and the counting. What Ifeanyi Chukwu is explaining here, I will be breaking it for you guys to understand it in layman language, is that this is 4 years when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not accessible to Biafrans. But there is a lie that he says there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is accessible to the Directorate of State of Indigenous People of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is accessible to all his lawyers. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is accessible to his wife. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is accessible to his family members. Now, there is no how somebody that is under incarceration will be accessible to all IPOB, like coming to talk to us on radio. It is not possible. When Nelson Mandela was in the prison in South Africa, there's a channel which Nelson Mandela used to talk to his party members. There's a channel which Nelson Mandela used to talk to his family members. There's a channel which Nelson Mandela used to write letter to government of the world. Some of you do not know that while Mandela was inside the prison, he was writing letter to government of the world while he was under incarceration. On the prison, Fidel Castro of Cuba supported Nelson Mandela to kick against apartheid in South Africa. In case you don't know, some of the letters that got Fidel Castro interested in the case of Nelson Mandela were the letters that he wrote from the prison, not from outside the prison. Yes, Arafat, some of the letters that got him interested in the case of South Africa was because of the ones that Nelson Mandela wrote inside the prison, not outside the prison. That is why when American government invited Nelson Mandela after he got his freedom, and one of their press men, one of their journalists was asking Nelson Mandela the reason why he is keeping good tide with Yasser Arafat, with other Arab presidents. He replied them, for the fact that you are enemy does not mean that they will be my enemy. So what I'm trying to say now is, I want to debunk this phrase that Ifeanyi Chukwu is trying to send to the whole world, that this guy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is unreachable to Biafrans for the past 4 years. And that is pure lie. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reachable. So those letters that Mandela was sending were being sent through people that trusted Mandela and people that Mandela trusted. And anytime Mandela give instructions, say, I want this letter to be sent to so country, the people that we are working with him will make sure it get there. They don't challenge Mandela to say, no, because you are inside the prison, we cannot take your order. Actually, pure example. Because some of these idiots, especially in Ghana, Ochika, Austin, senior in international politics, do not even know this history I'm telling you right here as it is hot. That Nelson Mandela was inside the prison writing letters, sending to government of the world. And the people that were working with him, his lawyers, were carrying out all those duty, doing it. Until Mandela finally got his freedom. Let me tell you one thing about the government of the world. When you are under incarceration is when they will know how formidable you are towards the cause that made them to arrest you, not when you are outside. Any government of the world tests whoever they have arrested with what the people do while the person or the people are still under their custody, not when you do outside their custody. That is when they will know, yes, if this person stand on what they are fighting for or not. And that is why after all the whole test on Mandela stood strong. Though he negotiated, the negotiation he made, part of those negotiation he made, his people didn't like it. But the fact is that apartheid regime was destroyed. And now South Africans are the people ruling South Africa. So Ifeanyi Chukwu writing this jargon, telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not reachable for these 4 years, and you will see towards when I'm reading this particular article, you will see where he was trying to make it look like the information that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting and the orders that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bringing outside is not tallying together because he was incarcerated. So that is why the reason they want to give to you that is watching this program, the reason why they were not taking orders of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Exactly what Ekperima said. Exactly the action of Ekperima, that he will not take order from the man in the prison. But people of South Africa that work with Mazi Mandela, those that he trusted and those that trusted him, they took order from him right from prison. He wrote so many letters from the prison. I continue. This inhuman act being meted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu till this day is nothing but a deliberate action towards breaking his spirit to succumb to pressure, to go against the very principle that unite us towards our journey to Biafra restoration. He said, all thanks to Kenya High Court that lately ruled that abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya was illegal. Ifeanyi Chukwu is writing and at the same time, indicting himself. I will explain it to you in a layman language that you may understand. We know that the inhuman treatment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inhuman. We know 100%. But the question you should ask yourself after reading this paragraph from Ifeanyi Chukwu is this. Why did Chinasa Nworu came on Radio Biafra, hallowed platform, and told Biafrans that this leadership are not interested in this case, in this trial that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to face, because na gatukwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nga. Hello, are you people listening to me? I want you that is listening to me, that is paying attention to what I am explaining to you right now, to use your numbers to think, why did the leadership, because according to Chinasa Nworu, he was speaking for the leadership, why did they come to say that they are not interested in the case? Now, somebody will be asking him or herself, Chinasa Nworu did not explain that to us. And we were all waiting to see Chinasa Nworu making the move of Yebawande Aka and then up Hamazi Nnamdi Kanu. We did not see anyone. We do not see anyone. There is no move made by Chinasa Nworu and his cohort to Bawande Aka and Hamazi Nnamdi Kanu. So because they see how the case is going, they now reverse back. Because more no one that is when they stop sharing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's any press release from him powerful, because they say they are not interested in the case. Biafrans, you people should be responding to Chika. Us no here. I will not block him because I know that I want at the end of the day that he may learn a lot. Please, admin, do not block him. Allow him to exhibit his ignorance, his stupidity on my platform. But it comes to mind. That is to tell you how powerful I am. I don't go to his platform to reply him. I don't go to his platform to write. But it comes to mind. That is to tell you that no sisi obuna umazi na atu okute ona ami ezigbote mkpụrụ. They cannot comprehend. They no go fit. They no fit. So for Chikos here na ebakwa. Chika, keep crying. I will be educating you with your so-called international nonsense that you say you study. I will be educating you, and you'll be crying, you'll be laughing, and you'll be shedding tears. And at the end of the day, it is too small. You are a puppy. Now, Ifeanyi Chukwu is here telling the world that he said, thank God for Kenya giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu justice. What did I tell Biafrans about this case? I told us that this scenario has happened before. It happened during the time when Barrister Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor was in charge of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. Justice Ademola gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted. Did they obey? No. Did they let him go? No. Another court in Umuahia also discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did they let him go? No. Did they obey their own law? No. Did Barrister Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor back off? No. Did Barrister Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor say no? We are not going to do the case again? No. And during the time of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, when he fought for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case and Mazi came out of the prison, the Kuje prison in 2017, something happened. There was a lawyer before Barrister Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor called Obeta. Obeta was negotiating with government on how to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado and keep him in the prison for a very long time. And Chukwu Kikabiama now brought somebody that is very close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who came to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the person heard where they are in the office and discussing. And that is how they busted Obeta. Obeta was negotiating. A lawyer that you call to defend you is negotiating to keep you incommunicado, because they know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have access to other people outside there, that something will happen. So they want to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without having access to anybody. And that was the period. The Ashawo, the Akunakuna in Italy, Pamela Clifford, called Efe Wanogo, was crying, telling the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been killed by Nigeria government. But I came out to tell you people it's not true, that it cannot happen. So, what Ifeanyi Chukwu wrote here, if you are listening or reading this without reasoning, What you'll be thinking is that he is on the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he is not. It is called a mind game. He is using his pen to play game with the mind of Biafrans. After your GOC told us that you are not interested in the case, how come you are now, you condemn everything? But I came to tell you that we must follow this case because it's a win-win for us. And this same Chief Austin came and be countering that which I said, that this case, even if they want to carry this case to Jupiter, I will follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the Jupiter and we are going to win it. I told Chief Austin, I told Nworu that if this case is going to be tried in the land of the spirit, that I, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, I am going to go with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because in the land of the spirit, we are going to win the game, win the case. But he came, I studied international politics. He doesn't know what is happening internationally. He doesn't know this, he doesn't know that. But at the end of the day, even they started attacking our erudite son, Agabi. Chinasa Nworu send his puppies to continue to start attacking Agabi. Tata is a Nigerian agent. All the lawyers that are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom that you people like are all Nigerian lawyers. There is no outside lawyer that can come to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case inside Nigeria. You did not practice here. You are not called to bar for in here. So for that reason, you cannot. That is why when this man came, Bruce Fein came, they couldn't even allow Bruce Fein into the court, because they say it is a taboo to their judiciary. So when you are trying to count some people out and count some people in, saying that, hey, no, we are not interested in this case because Agabi is a Nigerian agent, this and that, I came and destroyed it with only but one stone. Biafrans, the 10th generation, the 20th generation, the 30th generation of Biafrans that are coming, we remember people like myself, because I tell you something and I stand on it. I'm not praising myself that I'm the only one who is doing great here. A lot of us are doing great, but I am talking for myself. I told you that anywhere you take this case to, we are supposed to follow them because we shall win them. Has it not happened? You people do not know the reason why I have not done a proper analysis on that case that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won in Kenya. People do not know the reason. Someday you will know the reason why I haven't done any proper analysis on it. I didn't do it. I have my reasons. I keep it by the side. But I'm using this opportunity to tell you one or two you need to know about that case winning. Is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has right to agitate for Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has right for self-determination, enshrined in even Nigeria constitution. That is why I told Chinasa Nworu, who was suggesting that we should one day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is on his lips. There is no action back up. And these are the person that is among the leaders that you want me to respect. A leader should lead by example. A leader should not only be talking with mouth, go on Facebook, writing like women, now gossip, coming on Radio Biafra, and now call this person, you cannot blackmail me. Ibrahim Traore, Chinasa Nworu is older than Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is facing French government, facing their colonial master, a boy of 30-something years old. Chinasa Nworu should be over 40 years. 40 years old man, but what he does is to kwasre, kawai. And all these people that you call their media puppies are jumping up and down. You are attacking Chinasa Nworu. Today, I will show you something that will make you to shut up your mouth. When I talk, when I speak, all of you will keep quiet. After this night, when I speak, Chika, Austin, Emeka give to Kuninera, you will not say a word. Until Chinasa Nworu come out to explain to Biafrans about what I'm about to reveal this night. So what this guy wrote here, if I just read it as a newspaper and pass without dissecting it, you people will not understand it. It's because of their failure to give order that we keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under incarceration for a very long time. Because the order of Chinasa Nworu was Kaibo one day akanapta Mazi. How? The only way is to convince Mazi or tell Mazi, Mazi, don't allow us to go to court. We have won this case. Stay there. Mbosike wura ha hapugi. Mbosike. This is the plan of Chinasa Nworu. Nandotia. Now you should leave this man. Let us, because Okuri Yasino Hama. Any day I look for that particular broadcast, I didn't find it. Chineke na or Chinasa Nworu oku. You cannot delete that particular broadcast. Though. I have saved it already, but you cannot delete it. Oga deba ku wani nefuya. This na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na gatu yanga. Onye si na Nigeria gatonga. Kenya Ebesi Bulia has already given him justice. Mbekwa nyo na platform with the other day finish ya kwali and say okay. Oya ka na asi na aka nsi mmadụ na abịa n'ọnụ. Ọ bụ na mgbe ahụ ikwu ka agba one day aka napụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Na the next day na ifrog in action. Ka isi na agbawa Nigeria aka na napụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will not talk. Nga na akọrọ aka si godogwu jisi ike. But ikwuchara ya na kpoje na akụ asịrị. Na-achọ onye ga blackmail. Ịchịkọta ụmụ achịkọta ekwu ọnụ ndị a na forum ebe unu nọ. You were off here, see this person, go and attack him. He put outside, he say, oh, Ozugon, it's enough, it's enough. So everybody should share their sword. But you are the one from inside engineering them. Chinasa Nworu. I know it is shocking so many of you how I am speaking about him, exposing his evil that so many of you don't know. But you will see the biggest one this night. Now, I want to continue with what Ifeanyi Chukwu wrote here. He said, but then federal government knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has an unbroken spirit towards his quest for Biafra restoration. That is true. They know. And they have significantly made those around him a potential government contractors, and the evidence are flying up and down. And that is another blatant lies. That is where he is playing, using trick to play with your mind. If I brain gather compared to my own, it is too small. The Nigerian government know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a very stubborn leader who knows his right, who stands on his right. It does not take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anything to come out of that place since 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago. It doesn't. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to cut deal, he would have been out. So now, you are now trying to coin another lie, adding to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unbroken spirit, saying that they know they are now using people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as government contractors. And this is another big lie that needed to be challenged. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the mind of himself, against what the Emeka Gift wrote, that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, he will advise him to go and sit somewhere where he will regain his sanity, to have his own mind, the mind of his own, to decide what he will do. As if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is insane, as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in sound mind. That was my explanation and an exposition that provoked Emeka Gift to start throwing jabs on me. And for the respect and the love I have for him because of our past dealings in the struggle, I have not come to attack him, but I'm receiving his attack and I'm waiting, I'm counting. I'm receiving his attack, left, right, and center, but I'm counting. That is why the other day he wrote, Emeka Gift wrote and said that people call his attention that I gave him card and I use it to talk, to make program on Radio Biafra. I gave you card, yes. I gave Family Writer Press International card, yes. I was accused by Efe. I was accused by this Ifeanyi Chukwu, known as Anyi Kings. I was accused by all the media warriors that I was not sharing the card to anybody, that I was using the card to eat for myself. This is a card that once it is given to me, I post it online. Chukwuebuka Nworu, I have given Chukwuebuka Nworu, the Biafra Got Talent crew, I've given them card not less than 3 times. But when I was under severe attack because of that, Emeka Gift, you kept quiet. You did not come to say, no, this guy gave us card. Chukwuebuka Nworu would not come out to say, no, this guy gave us card. Do you see how hypocrite you people are? Now, coming back to what Ifeanyi Chukwu wrote here, that federal government held Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and now they want to use people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to cause problem in IPOB. Now, I want you to know one thing. A leader is a leader. It does not matter where the leader is. The strength of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is the support from we that are outside the world. And the shade, the umbrella covering us outside the world is the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had deviated from what he was pursuing, I, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, will live and never talk about him again. But he is still standing on the course for restoration of Biafra. That is why he is still under incarceration. After all promises given to him, he refused all. Pay attention. Ifeanyi Chukwu continued and said, and their agenda is to rubbish the reputation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has built over the years. How do they play to achieve this? It is simple. To influence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make some harmful decision and dish it out as a message or an order coming from IPOB leader, and force such order on the throat of the leadership. These decisions are decisions that, if obeyed by the leadership and implemented, risk a total destabilization of IPOB struggle, decision that contradicts IPOB principle. This is another, this lie now is like ocean. It has no end. But I will cut it short to put it to an end. Ihe Ifeanyi Chukwu na-akọwa ebe a, maka na asụkwa Igbo mgbe ụfọdụ na-asụtakwa Igbo, bụ that Nigeria government, knowing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not agree with them, now using the people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make Mazi Nnamdi to carry out a decision that is going to give to the leadership, so that the leadership will now take that decision, take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the end of the day, the decision that they took, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give to them, instruction that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give to them, will now harm Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and harm the struggle. And that struggle, he used the word, he used the word, the establishment of the struggle. No, that is not the word he used. That is not. I want to use the right word he used here, verbatim. I want to quote him verbatim. I want to use the right word. Achami use okay. Also forcing that to the truth of a leadership. The decision that is, if the decision is obeyed by leadership and implemented, risk total destabilization of Biafra struggle. Now, what he's trying to say here is that because they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the people that are working for Nigeria government this time around. So now they want to make it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not, when he give order, they will use those people to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrong information. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now will give order that will destabilize the IPOB, and that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to force that order on the throat of the leadership. So the reason they are beginning to deny that the reason why they are not respecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order is because of the decision Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making. That those decisions are going to destabilize the struggle and put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in danger. And this is another big lie. Listen, nobody is perfect. There are some decisions that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may take that may not be 100% okay. There are decisions that the leadership, the DOS may take that are not 100% okay. But if there's a cordial relationship, if there's a common understanding, if there is a common reasoning between these two, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader, the supreme leader, and the leadership, they will rub mind and say, let us remove this and do this. Let us remove this and do this. Let us remove this and do this. At the end of the day, they will reach somewhere. But don't forget that Chinasa Nworu came on Radio Biafra to lie to you people that the reason why IPOB leadership are no longer taking issue to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because that whatever you tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside that place, that the Nigerian government listen, and they will use it against the struggle. He said it, and it sounds like it is truth. It looks like truth because when you listen to it, it looks like truth because the place it is that there is recording, there is this, there is that. That is how it sounds. But none of you have visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he is. There was a time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu complained about gadgets that are placed in his rooms and in bedroom. Some of you here do not know if his complaint was later looked into. Maybe those gadgets that they put into those places was removed or not. Don't forget that his lawyers used to visit him and they sit down and draft and talk and discuss about issues on how to go about the movement or the case, as the case may be. Don't forget that there's a written paper. DOS used to write Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a note. So if what Ifeanyi Chukwu is trying to say here is truth, how then is DOS reaching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it not through message, through written note? It is through written note that they are reaching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, what he tried to say here is to make it look like all the decision that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving or instruction that they are disobeying is going to contradict the movement. And they have not outlined them. I'm still waiting for him to write another article to outline them, to put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that. This is this, this is that, this is this, this is that. Good and fine. Ifeanyi Chukwu, you are not smart. This thing you wrote here is a language of someone who wants to take over the leadership of the movement from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are writing this to let people believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in charge. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not having proper sense of reasoning anymore, just like Emeka Gift said. And even Chinasa Nworu said it. Even the small boy, the small puppy, Madabuchi Nwachukwu, also said it. That the man, you want us to be giving message to the man in DSS dungeon. But this is the same language that we all fought, including all of you. So when it gets to the stage that we have defeated Ekperima was defeated. Now you people are now bringing Ekperima style into the system by saying that you cannot listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order because it is going to harm the struggle. But all this while, the first year, the second year, the third year, you were listening, you were taking order. But at the time, you stopped taking order. You cut every of your communication with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu short. And Madabuchi was shouting, when we give message to Mazi, and they will not deliver, Mazi will give response, and they will not bring the response of Mazi to us. Is it not shameful that you don't have a direct contact of Mazi, a direct means of getting in a contact from Mazi without that source that you think is not giving Mazi the right information? At what time was there a division between you and Mazi? These are the things that Biafrans should be looking up to asking. It's a question you need to ask. Listen, this struggle must continue. Nobody can spoil this struggle. What you people see that is happening now is internal cleansing. Internal cleansing came from now. I'm using this platform to do internal cleansing. That those of you, all of you, those of you that are thinking the other way should come back and think like a human being. Think like a human being. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Now you will see where this guy, Ifeanyi Chukwu, countered the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I continue. And he said, and this is very difficult part where visionary leadership of Directorate of State is tested, because IPOB members has been indoctrinated to see every word coming from our leader as law that ought not to be violated. Challenge. Challenge. This article is dedicated to challenge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's authority and to convince people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer capable of giving order or doing anything. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer reasoning again. That the man is becoming insane. This is what Ifeanyi Chukwu is trying to tell you here. That is what he's trying to say here. That it has been like a tradition that every IPOB member believe that whatever the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, if you don't believe it, automatically that you have become an enemy, which Chinasa Nworu was directly and indirectly telling you that sharing or not sharing of IPOB this has become this. Don't forget that they brought the issue where they want to finish Benjamin Madubugu with lies, and I trashed it. They said he was writing in the name of Imapoafu, impersonating Imapoafu. Their target was the office of Imapoafu. And Chinasa Nworu came to tell the world that the office of IPOB press release is under attack. That is the heart, that they have punched it. He is the one that punched it with his members. With all these puppies that are singing for him. Now, this message that he dropped here means a lot. Among all the things that this guy wrote here, this particular one means a lot to me. And I want you to pay attention to it once again. There is a word Chinasa Nworu used, say, forcing something into somebody's throat. The same language. When I told you that it is Chinasa Nworu who is writing all these jargons and using the name of Ifeanyi Chukwu to post them, you people will not believe it. Because forcing it on their throat that you heard Chinasa saying on his audio, I can play the audio for you to listen to it again. It's the same forcing on the throat of IPOB leadership that Ifeanyi Chukwu is saying here. Can you connect the dots? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is forcing something on the throat of the leadership of IPOB. So that is why they are not agreeing with him, that he cannot force this on our throat. So Chinasa Nworu is the man behind all this trouble you see, that they are saying that for the past 4 years and this and that has been happening. And look at what Chinasa Nworu wrote here. He says 95% of those feeding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu information in DSS are behind all the crises that are rocking IPOB since June 2025. Their end is imminent. If Chinasa Nworu, your end is imminent. Your end is even now. It's now. You and your cohort. Nobody will try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and go scot-free. Mwa no here, anomia. So una no katara unu bute nwurum. Mana manu na mambute nwurum unu niile put together mambu nwurum. Unu try ya generation niile na wipe out. Abụ nwa mmili. Ọkwa kedu na akpụ ya keke woda sinam dịka nwata onye nwa gụtara na alụsị. Mụnwa ba alụsị na onwe m. Adịma eje ụka, adịma eje agba afa, adịma eme nke adịma eme. Adịma agba afa, adịma ajụ ese. Yes, but adịma agwọ ọgwụ. Abụ nwata dibịa. So it is good that you people know that I am a spiritual person, spiritually endowed. So by the time you want to try me, you know how powerful I am in the spirit. You will say, because it is now. So look at what Chinasa Nworu said here. It is intended in connection. They collide with what Ifeanyi Chukwu posted, which Chinasa Nworu wrote. I can beat my chest to tell you that. Now, where he said at this very difficult part where visionary leader of Directorate of State is tested, because IPOB leadership has been as IPOB members has been indoctrinated to see every word coming from our leader as law that ought not to be violated. That is to say that every member of IPOB believe now that anything that you say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say nobody should violate it. Now listen to his backup based on what he writes here. He said, this is why you will always come across some write-up deriving by emotion It's supposed to be driven by the emotion. He said deriving. It's supposed to be driven. Driven by emotion, not deriving. Now, I correct him on that. He said, maybe that is a typographical error. He said, driven by emotion, assumption, and the lack of detailed information, suggesting that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's word is final and as supreme leader of IPOB. And what do you know what I hear? Did you people understand something? Or will you know what I hear? I'm not John. Will you know what I read? I want to read this again, and I'm going to give a critical analysis on this particular paragraph. He said, this is why you always come across some write-up driven by emotion, assumption, and lack of detailed information, suggesting that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's word is final as the supreme leader of IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's position is challenged. Biafrans, you people should know it now. Chinasa Nworu is challenging the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chinasa Nworu and his cohort are challenging the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As I told you in the past, that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, that somebody is going to come out of DOS to challenge the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi has not come out. It is already happening. It is here. It is written here. Go to Ifeanyi Chukwubuikem, known as Anyi King's page, and read this by yourself. Do you understand it? Should I read it again for you to understand what he said? Ona kowa that na these days no bia na you no ga fo no nwere ndị na-edi ife with emotion. Na-edi ife to convince you and assumption ihe a na-ekwu abụrụ eziokwu na ha ji amamihe unu were omiiko unu, because emotion bụ omiiko na asụsụ Igbo, na ha ji omiiko unu wee na-aṅụ garị, wee na-ezipụ ozi na-abụrụ eziokwu, wee na-asị unu na ozi ha na-ezipụ bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ the supreme leader of IPOB n'ezie, ka enwee ike inweta unu. Ọ ihe onye a na-akọwa ebe a. So the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the supreme leader is right now challenged by Ifeanyi Chukwu write-up, by Chinasa Nworu write-up posted by Ifeanyi Chukwu, Amos, known as Anyi King. And Nganunti again, see what they are doing here. He said, with all due respect to our leader, look at this idiot. He said, with all due respect to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man I believe has demonstrated a very high level of intelligence, tenacity, and uncommon courage towards our cause for freedom. This message is not complete. Let me get the complete one. Just hold on, because I will start from here. I have to go back there and take care of it. Hell, oh my God. Ona maro yun na banku n'ubia. Mazi oseoji kono na banku n'ubia. Mazi oseoji kono na banku n'ubia. Chineke akpọcha nu niile ọkụ. Yes. So I'm coming there. So, Osi, with all due respect to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man I believe has demonstrated a very high level of intelligence, tenacity, and uncommon courage towards our cause for freedom. Una focus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu address here now. So uche ga abụna chọrọ ikwu ọ na-ekwunyere Mazi na zantikinizu ihe okwu. Osi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given everything for our freedom, including his life. But it pleases Chukwu Okike Abiama to spare his life, and my prayer is that he shall outlive this present persecution in the hand of Nigeria government and become a free man once again, to be accessible to IPOB families, to enable him to have comfort, to be contributing towards, that is, he's not at the comfort place to contribute towards the restoration of Biafra again because of non-eba one. So to enable him have comfort, contributing towards the progress of his struggle, of this struggle, in alignment with IPOB structure. So what they're saying is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order is no longer in alignment with IPOB structure. You say with IPOB structure and principle. That is what he's saying here. Now you say IPOB institution structure and the principle is above every individual, no matter how highly placed the person position, including our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it must be guided jealously because that is what Nigeria government trembles upon. What this guy said here right now is that IPOB principle, that IPOB principle is greater than all of us, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And he have told you before now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is forcing things on the throat of the leaders, the Directorate of State, and it is not acceptable. So those principles that is guiding the struggle is what he is standing upon right now, to be telling the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer at the position to give any order, because every order he's bringing right now, as it hot, is against the principle of IPOB, and that they will not obey it. Chinasa Nworu say we should come out to tell them what are they not obeying. Look at how Chinasa Nworu is explaining it to you. And about speed. Let me rephrase my statement boldly, so I can be quoted any day, anytime. Okay. IPOB leadership institutional structure and its principle is above every individual, including big names. Listen, including big names like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Chika Edoziem, and Mazi Chinasa Nworu. He now add GOC. Because the GOC in the obodo ebe ka Chinasa Nworu bụ ibu GOC na Kuwait. Chinasa Nworu is he among the security ka ọ na-alụ na Kuwait? O ji abụ GOC. Is he a military man in Kuwait? GOC gịnị ka ọ na-etudo onye oke afa na-egbu nwa nkịta? Ọkwa ụwa na ọnụ nso na-akpọzi ya agụ na-eche village ụnụ. Ụna ka na-akpọ ya GOC. Ihe ọ na-akọwa bụ that the principle of IPOB is bigger than all these people. Okay, let's accept that the principle of IPOB is bigger than all these people. Now, who is the right person that will give the order to follow, to make sure that the principle of the principle of the struggle is carried out? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is counted out. He's no longer qualified. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not, by his right up here, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer qualified. He's no longer qualified to give order, because every order he's bringing is like forcing it on the throat of Directorate of State, and that the government are now using the people around him to make him do all those mistakes, so that, and if they've carried it out, it's going to hurt Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and hurt the struggle. Now, unu gafe ebonyi retreat this Chinasa Nworu right up. Unu gafe ebonyi retreat. If I Ifeanyi we post where, but Chinasa Nworu there. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and I quote, "Any day I start to tell you to do it otherwise, let the next person kick the first trigger on him." Now, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mechagbo no wuzuto ozese emia. No gbado no say, let the first person near so pull the trigger against him. Ya gbagbo onya. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hasia, you say na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say onye mboso obono nkata kwubesi mebezi ya n'ụdị ọzọ. Ụmụ Biafra, onwego ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si wee kwukata kwechiri n'ebe o kwechiri na Biafra ka ọ chọrọ, kwubezie na ya chọrọzi Biafra na Nigeria ka ọ chọrọ. Because this is an allegation on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is a pure allegation on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you people understanding this particular write-up by Chinasa Nworu? o were something onye chika us no post o were onye nke post or nazi azo na say hey, you people should calm down, you people should calm down, mano ya nwa na anyi ife na eshi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said yes, mboso bu na o mekatara ihe gbasata nwere onwe a si na obrozi otu ahụ ya kwuzi ka ọ dị n'ọzọ another way, the first person should pull trigger. Now Biafrans, achọrọ m ka unu depụta ya n'iru akwụkwọ on the comment section here. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done that, which Ifeanyi Chukwu is referring to right now, has Mazi deviated? No. Has Mazi collected bribe? No. Has Mazi stopped, talking about Biafra? No. In court, Mazi is standing in court and telling the whole world that I have right to agitate for Biafra. So where are they getting this information from? Where are they getting all this rubbish from? Do you people know what they are trying to do? They are trying to use this blackmail, this cheap blackmail, to take all your mind away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now telling the Directorate of State to do it the other way around. That is no longer for Biafra restoration. That is something else. And listen, when I analyze things, if you don't understand it, the money will be the biggest ET in the whole world. Now, let me continue. He says, hey, I want more. Hey. So Chinasa Nworu tukwula na wee dee ihe niile na wee bupute nye Ifeanyi Chukwu ya post o wee dee. Obviously, and I will shock you to this fact that there is no proven record that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agrees to the above statement. Now we continue to say, any day he start telling us, this affirm that IPOB principle supersedes his word. If tomorrow, God forbid, his word is no more on alignment with the very principle that guide us towards this very struggle that thousands has paid with their lives under his watch. This is why I am very angry with these guys hovering around him that continue to influence some of the decision that he takes and dishes it out as an order through these government contractors hovering around him. Most of these decisions of not being filtered by the leadership are dangerous to our collective principle, goals, and vision towards our quest for Biafra restoration. Unu ghọtara n'ife ndị anyị na ọ bụrụ ife ndị ka m ga na-akọwa. Ihe Ifeanyi Chukwu na-ekọwa ebe a bụ that na the people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which Chinasa told you here, that 95% of them are now contractors. So everybody that is seen visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is a contractor, government contractor, and they are deceiving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving order, forcing it on them, that they are not going to take those order. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer qualified to give order or to contribute or say anything for the struggle. I will not be here. I will not be alive and watch you use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's position for caricature. It's not possible. I will not be alive. I will not be here. See you dragging to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look irrelevant before the Nigerian government or any part of the world. No, it's not possible. Biafrans are standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are still now basiko because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out tomorrow, all of you will put your tails behind their anus. This is an internal coup that is being planned by Chinasa Nworu and exhibited, brought out to before the whole world here. Internal coup. They try it during the time of Nenyanya. Sorry, the time of Uchemefo. Yeah, it's the time of Nenyanya because they are together. The time of Iranya, you know, work. Now look at what they are writing for you here to come and read. I know some of you with brain or cocoa. We say, you look at the way he's attacking the DOS. Look at the way he's attacking the leadership. I am not attacking the leadership, okay? I am destroying every evil plan against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am destroying every lie against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what I'm doing. I want all these people that are typing rubbish here to keep calm, because when I'm done reading this, I will now shock all of you with what I'm going to show you. Now I continue. He says, all thanks to the leadership for their uncommon courage in filtering such messages. All the messages Martin Deweta is adulterated messages. So then they are filtering it. So he's thanking them for filtering Mazin and the message, not respecting it. But Chinasa was denying that that there is no message of Mazin and that they are disobeying. That they are using, some people are using emotion on Biafrans. But look at what they are writing now. He's thanking them for filtering Mazin and the message, for not obeying his orders, which I said. Oh, oseoji did too much. All made this program. We call on out that you guys are not respecting Mazi and Kanu order. That is why you see Chinasa coming out in this way, explaining all this to you. But some of you who doesn't understand my presence, who doesn't understand the impact that I'm playing, you will later understand it. At least by the end of this program, you will see something that will put you in the highest state of reasoning. And they got so wow. Now we go on. After thanking them, he said, but to balance this equation, it is important to draw the attention of the leadership on importance of enlightening the family and the general public on every allegation, every allegedly order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every order coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now allegedly. All of them is allegedly, not order again, not that is coming from Mazi. So whatever that Mazi says now is no longer relevant to them. That the leadership sensed danger and filtered it for the interest of the struggle. Family members should always be informed of every decision taken by the leadership in good faith. Okay, not decision taken by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. Okay, no problem. Now, he said, for the interest of the struggle, whether the decision is in disobedience to unfavorable message from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I will read that phrase again. I want to rephrase again. He says, hi, oh, Chinasa Nworu. For the interest of the struggle, whether the decision is in disobedience to unfavorable message from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allegedly or not, it is called accountability and the clear leadership directive, devoid of selfish interest. Okay. Unagotagonia now, that if one akowe babu, na ozi obuna ewetala, ha rejected because they say it is unfavorable. He say even if they reject it because they found out that message is not okay and they reject it, that it is called leadership directive, which cannot be added with selfish interests. He said check and balance must be applied to every individual carrying out his duty in total conviction that IPOB principle. He is now saying even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he say must be checkmated, and his word is not final again because the leadership are there to filter every of his instruction. That is what he is saying. Now I continue. Principle are guided. Nobody should be above check and balance. Not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader. Koron Chinasa Nworu aka. Koron Chinasa Nworu aka. Oyo madere If I Chukwu just will have your post to ya. Clap for him. Ama kroka ka Chinasa. That nobody should be above checkmate. Okuno free ham na gono. Biafrans, so you people understand how when I come out to speak, some of you be saying, hey, oseoji, each of what to DOS, each of menka also, unana come peteri, unakorobada. Look at it here. They are spelling it out verbatim. That even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, our supreme leader, that nobody should be above check and balance, not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, the man who started the struggle, the man who coordinated Biafrans across the globe, the man who have traveled far and wide, the four corners of this planet, to coordinate our people, convince them with his brain, with his effort, with his money, with his life. The man whose parents have died in the struggle, the man who is currently in the hand of the enemy, is whom they are writing about here. This is who the man they are referring to now. Chinasa Nworu have not lost a pin in this struggle. All the members of the Directorate of State, none of them have lost a pin in this struggle. They are living at their convenient places. Now they are challenging a man who have lost everything, saying that he must be checkmated. A local government, a councillor. A councillor want to checkmate the president of a country. Onodo otu akita anu na kedu na kpe otu Tinubu no na as the president of Nigeria. A councillor pota osinya chokia checkmate the activity of Tinubu. And Tinubu is the person that can give order. As a councillor. Even a governor cannot even do that. A governor cannot even checkmate the president. It is only the law that will checkmate the president. And the president has an power of incumbents to carry some activities on his own without looking at the law. It is everywhere in the world. The law gave a president some quota of right to carry out some decision. That is why vice president is not elected. It is selected. It's appointment. That is why chief of what do you call it? Chief of what do you call? I forgot what they call it. But I will explain it better the way you understand it. The position of Agapi when he was in charge was Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice is an appointment by the president. The Minister of Justice of every federation is an appointment by the president. And this Minister of Justice are the people who are going to spearhead and look at the affairs of the country. But it is the president that appoints them. Now let's continue. Please, anybody that is calling me now should wait. It is not time for me to answer calls. Just wait. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allegedly or not, it is called accountability. Okay, I have passed that place. He said, I am writing this to be on record that I knew that there has been few misguided messages, allegedly, that came from Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing that Chinasa Nworu is writing is the same thing. He is the one writing this. Through these government contractors that hovers around him. Sometimes without Judas, sometimes with Judas kisses that has been defied by distractors of state, by state IPOB. Okay, by Directorate of State IPOB, Habiatie DOS. Now watching, everyone had the IPOB, Habiatie DOS bracket here. Look at it here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. Had the IPOB, Habiatie DOS bracket here. So the struggle is now going to be IPOB DOS struggle. That is why I wrote today that IPOB is one. There is nothing like IPOB DOS movement. What we have is IPOB movement, the indigenous people of Biafra movement. That is what we have. Then at the upper echelon, we have DOS who monitor the movement, who handles the movement. So adding them after IPOB is kind of trying to make it. I was doing that mistake before until I realized that it is a very grave mistake. When you write IPOB, you write IPOB. When you write DOS, you talk about DOS. When you talk about ESN, you talk about ESN. Calling it IPOB DOS is the reason why you heard Chibuze Ugwato insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling him a terrorist, calling all of us terrorists, but saying that DOS is not a terrorist. So Ekberima came with his own by saying autopilot IPOB. Now, what you people are seeing now is IPOB DOS. And Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem is telling you that there's nothing like that. He says, Onye news freedom, and most importantly for the interest of our struggle for Biafra restoration, this hallowed umbrella movement of global IPOB, and it shall be catastrophic to the reputation and integrity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he becomes a free man tomorrow. He said, and it shall be catastrophic to the reputation and the integrity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he becomes a free man tomorrow and he is sitting down side by side by the leadership to get him informed with genuine reason of filtering some of his messages allegedly coming from him while he is in the hand of our enemies, and he suddenly refused to see reasons to hail the leadership. It will only mean that the worst has happened, that the allegation from our enemies that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB not for the sake of Biafra freedom, but simply as a family merchandise has been proven. Hey! Koronu Chinasa Nworu aka. Kopulonu Chinasa aka. Kopulonu Chinasa aka. Thank you very much, Ndibo. Attorney General, the office of Attorney General is an appointment by the president. That is the power they gave to him. Good. So, Okono Furifa Hakoleba. No gadi catastrophic, no gadi egwu, o ga-abunya egwu gadi in the reputation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pute chinine. They have started threatening him. Chinasa Nworu have started threatening Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Moka putara puta. Mwabona Mazi puta. We sit side by side with the Directorate of States, and refuse to listen to them for any reason they are giving to him, why they were filtering his message, why they were not respecting and obeying his order. This is a threat, a direct threat made to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, a man who have lost everything, who is even in the hand of the enemy. And these guys, enjoy, from place to place, they make business all over the world. But the man who is taking the risk, I told you guys that we don't deserve Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. With people like Chinasa Nworu, we don't deserve to have such man. Because I know that if it is someone like Chinasa Nworu that has been there, you're gonna ever 1 month, he betrayed everybody and Obawado. So Chinasa Nworu is writing through the voice of Ifeanyi Chukwu Amos, known as Anyi Kings, threatening Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See the threat again. Let me read it out for you to hear. Also, and it shall be catastrophic to the reputation and integrity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he becomes a free man tomorrow and he is seated down by side by side with the leadership to get him informed with genuine reason of infiltrating some of his messages allegedly coming from him while he is in the hand of our enemy. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suddenly refuse to see reasons to hail the leadership, if he see reason not to tell the monument of man for disobeying my orders, it will only mean that the worst has happened, that the allegation from our enemies that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB not for the sake of Biafra freedom, but simply for the family merchandise has been proven. That means, that's to say, now if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disagree with them based on the reason why they are not respecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order, why he was in the hand of the enemy, that the phrase where enemies are saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB for his family business merchandise, not for the restoration of Biafra. And this is a man who have refused to collect bribe. So if he come out tomorrow continue to talk about Biafra, continue to push forward, but disagree with you for any reason that you disobeyed him and his orders, then it means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has turned the struggle into family merchandise. This is a struggle that Ikechukwu Enyago has come and managed and left, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not merchandise it. This is a movement that Omiomio have come and managed and left, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not merchandise it. This is a movement that Uche Mefo managed in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after Omiomio them dropped, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not merchandise it. It is now that Mazi Chike Doziem is in charge, and Chinasa Nworu is the one that is saying what is happening in the DOS. Biafrans, know it today that all Chinasa Nworu ne ihe na DOS. It is written here, not that they are here. If I name a preparation of your mind, they are preparing your mind on the strike they are going to give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when it come out. And in them and there get from Gosimia Nkwuya Ogechukwu amapụta bibi attack. Anyị Kings amapụta bibi attack. Nke nkitara kana omada abuchi amapụta bi efe ha niile amapụta bibi attack. But today it is playing out. Omu Biafra biko tuonu Mazi Oseoji. Tuonu Mazi Oseoji in the comment section. I want to see Mazi Oseoji. I'm going to 1 million times kid there. I don't care. It makes me happy. Because what I sit down and see, Chinasa Nworu Tialigule Noji had affair. From that look at it now. The Mwebidogo hatred to Anugo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if a game Mabon Hapata. You did not wait for Mazi to come out for anything to happen before you talk. You are talking before you come out because this is your plan. And more go apuya lose Mazi Oseoji, thank you very much. Azoko Base. No to Mazi Oseoji or no to me with joy on enyem. Apuya because of Apuonia shaking at this everywhere. Una bagadizi put a blackmail. Am powerful this? When a general office am powerful. Ntipianya. What am powerful on my platform? By the special grace of God, he answered me and came. Then Mazi ima powerful uronya kowa no nwoko onye meria infiltrate onwoko onye meria impersonate on the seba mafta put Ben's farm ntuturu Ben's farm him na Ben's farm ni on the they say it seems like it is a message that Emeka gives. It seems like it is a message that the Imo state government was sending to the Directorate of State, the leadership, and that is why he come with their logo. You people are making yourself mockery before Biafrans. It does not matter where you play my broadcast or where you play my voice or where you use any propaganda against me and play it on our national television. It does not matter. Biafrans man kebe joku ha moya na go hezoku. Akum on my own akum no kum na bo. Thank you to all of you na kpom Mazi Oseoji ga dịrị na mma. Oseoji ada ejiji ifere nwe miki ejiji ifere. Anụsị ọgwa ị ga-ama ebe ọ ga-ebi. The absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is what you people are using as a step to climb and the balance and take over. Chinasa Nworu, look at what you are writing. Now, I continue. He said, but times, Nantio, kono for the closing of this idiot called Chinasa Nworu is an idiot. But times are different. Such idea shall definitely be met with serious revolt that you never can imagine. IPOB principle is above every individual and must be protected and guided jealously. Obiaze Ureza Fanyi Kings, they're here, June 28, 2025. Now, on a threat in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that when that time come, open Udifa me, open a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disagree with them. That Nife game, that na how I get vote to see against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chime! Hey! That they are going to revolt against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when I tell you something in this struggle, don't joke with me. That is what they said. Or if you can now wound. Or if you can now call alone, and I go for Chinasa Nworu. They will revolt against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who are you? That takes me back to what Mazi Chukwubuikem wrote. That when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, order start flowing from his office, where I report. that whoever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say sacked, remains sacked. So they are now fighting, preparing the mind of their followers, those that believe in them, that doesn't know the truth, that I will explain this night, that I will expose this night, that those people should get ready. And that is the reason why Austin Abanyim called a meeting in Europe last 3 months. Biafrans nanunte. Adema Akinyo. Coordinators that attended that meeting can confirm what I'm saying now. Austin Abanyim called a meeting. Do you people know why Austin Abanyim called a meeting? After a very long time, over 7 months, no, he didn't call coordinators in Europe meeting. He called a meeting. Do you know what he was discussing in the meeting? Abanyim was asking coordinators, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out tomorrow and they behave somehow, are you going to stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or are you going to stand with DOS? As a mono nihe nezoro zuzu ga anochi na this platform, as akwado gom ko odogu sa akwado, I have prepared myself, full prepared. As I'm broadcasting now on YouTube is on there. On this thing, the TikTok is there. I'm going to be on X also. X, you need to credit it as well. You need to buy it. You need to upgrade it to premium before it will come up. And I will do it. I will upgrade my X. That when I'm talking, it will be going to. I have over 10,000 followers on X. I have over 10,000 followers on TikTok. I have over 60-something thousand followers here on Aside Hot. I have over 30-something thousand followers on Prince Darlington. There is no how I will push my message that my message will not get to where I sent it to. It does not matter if you take me to Biafra TV or Radio Biafra. It is Biafrans that are listening and watching that will be countering every of your lies against me. So Chinasa Nworu has been preparing with his cohort and sent Abanyim to go to Europe and tell them, convince them that they should stand with them. Not why you saw some coordinators singing, DOS, Kaigeso, Manejeje, Manana, DOS, Kaigeso. That was after we defeated Ekberima. That was exactly after Ekberima was defeated. Then Hana plan was no DOS Kaigeso, no bros in Nandi. Formerly, Hana Gobo Namdi Kaigeso. Mone jeje mona nana Nnamdi Kaigeso. Nnamdi Kanu bomaricha nwa Chineke nyere ụmụ Biafra ka were ya dozie obodo ka mụ na gị kporiwe ndụ. Nnamdi Kanu bomaricha nwa Chineke nyere ụmụ Igbo ka were ya dozie obodo ka mụ na gị kporiwe ndụ. Okwu ọnụ ya tam tam, iji ụkwụ ya tam tam, omume ya tam tam, bureno ya kọmputa. Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ndu anyị, ọ dịghị ụjọ na-atụ anyị. Ọhamadike bụ onye ndu anyị, ọ dịghị ihe ọzọ anyị na-achọ. Anyị enweghị onye ọzọ ma ọ bụghị ya. Ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu ewe ozugo. Ndị Aba ngwa nwere eba ya. Ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu ewe ozugo. Enugu nwere eba ya. Ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu ewe ozugo. Anambra ngoriwa ya. Let me tell you people something. I am Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem, Agu Biafra nke mbụ na Biafra eze nwife na wani n'ikpe mere eziokwu aka azụ dị Mazi Osoji adịm ejiji ifere. I fear no man. I fear only Chukwu Okike Abiama, but I respect all man. This struggle was started by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, initiated by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sponsored by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until people begin to join. Any attempt to challenge, to attack, to threaten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not even going to be called a revolt, because nobody will listen to you. For you to start cooking all these lies, Chinasa Nworu, all these things, now to challenge, that you are going to challenge him, you are going to do this. All those things you are saying, I will be here to broadcast and tell you people, I will continue to tell you that Ikedozem is a good man. But Chinasa Nworu is the one who is championing, whose voice is being heard, who is trying to manipulate everybody. And I'm going to job when I'm here. Otinya kebo. O di onye ọzọ ga-akwọtọ so ya bụ Chinasa Nworu ga-akwọtọ. Onkucha is send there your squad against me. You will be asking of my address, asking of where I'm located, asking every information. I know why you are asking. I know. I'm the reason why you ask. And I'm saying it before the war that the Biafra should take notes, cognizance, that Chinasa Nworu is very, very dedicated to know my whereabouts. He doesn't joke with trying to know where anybody that he sees as a threat to him stays. But I'm going to say na mboso na ige make that move. Akocha akụkọ gị. Chinasa Nworu cheta mgbe apịara gị stroke. Chinasa Nworu cheta oge apịara gị stroke. Cheta oge apịara gị stroke. Ọ arụla na ị na-alụ bụ ihe bounce back on you. Isi na mmadụ apịara gị stroke. Or back to sender. I mere somebody chigatara azụ to you. Ị na-asị m na apịara gị stroke. Mmadụ apịara gị stroke. That is back to sender. Ihe ọjọọ ị chọrọ ime mmadụ chigatara to you. Apịa gị ya. Partial stroke. He survive onye. I want you to know that any day you try to tamper with my life or plan anything against Mazi Chukwubuikem that has to do with blood, stroke chigatara to you, but believe me, one day you will not live to see the next day. You will not live to see the next day. Ụmụ nwaanyị ndị Igbo agụgụ egwu na ebe anyị nwere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ọ dịrọzi ife ọzọ anyị na-achọ. Anyị nwere onye ọzọ ma ọ bụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. So deal with it. Deal with it. All your plans, all your nefarious activities, I am seeing it and I'm telling it to the world. I have it in my palm. Man ka na-egosi m n'ife, man ka na-egosi m na nzuzo Chinasa. Idesigo, where I find you post to, I know how you operate. I know you very, very, very well. Now, Biafrans, it is time for me to shock each and every one of you. The time for action has come. I will now shock every one of you. So, Chika Austin, Emeka Gift, Ogechukwu, single mother, Nefegarino, Ifrejeba, unu niile bịanụ bịa kilie no say tiena mana tupu nga n'iru ọ dịkwa ka nga agbagodi mbọ na ihe lugodi Mazi by play voice Mazi because voice Mazi na-enye m vitamin kwe una mankana ko vitamin kwe una maro
without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwubuikem, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwubuikem, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we are created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwubuikem to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names, because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally, in every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Awolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that...
Thank you. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now the hour has come. Biafrans, I want each and every one of you that is watching this program to note today's date. Write it down. Today is 29th of June, 2025. What I want to do now is something that so many of you do not have idea of, or do not see, or do not know. But here it goes. Here it goes. Watch this screen. Watch this screen. I think I need to make this particular thing bigger. I need to make it bigger. Yes, I must make it bigger. Yes. I want you to watch this screen right now as it is hot. Please. This is a very big question, a pertinent question that if you are an IPOB member, go to Chinasa Nworu wall right now as I'm talking to you right now. Use another phone, go to his wall. Whatever I'm doing now, you do it. Chinasa Nworu has told us severally on Radio Biafra that for the past 10 years, he has not visited his village. That for the past 10 years, he has not visited Nigeria. That he have sacrificed everything. He sworn with the name of Chukwubuikem that he is suffering because he have not visited his village. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, kidnapped and renditioned in 2021, June. And here is Mazi, is Chinasa Nworu. He doesn't want me calling him Mazi. Pay attention to what I'm about to show you now. Go to his wall now.
Page of Chinasa Nworu.
Yes.
You can see it. It's not fake. This is Chinasa Nworu's page. You can confirm that this is Chinasa Nworu page.
Yes.
Look at it here. This is Chinasa Nworu page. What I'm doing today is a forensic analysis that Chinasa Nworu need to come and explain to Biafrans. Look at it. Look at it. This is Chinasa Nworu page.
Watch.
Okay, now, what I'm doing now, I want all Biafrans to go and do it.
Go to his page now.
If this is a fake or if it is real. Now, when you enter into Chinasa Nworu page, go to more. If you're using laptop, you see where you write more. Go to more. Click on it. Okay, for that, you click check-in. When you click more, you click check-in. Once you click check-in, you will see the check-in. This check-in means the place where Chinasa Nworu signed in with his mobile phone on this same platform. Look at it, Rumodara Port Harcourt. That is, he visited Rumodara Port Harcourt on September 8, 2022. Look at it here. On a page here, can no for you. Nka brokwa blackmail. Makande national blackmail. Forensic evidence. Onye na-egwu mmiri na-afụ kotazu ya anya eji nwa ya na-alịpụta n'enyi ya rumu Rumudara Port Harcourt. This is where he signed in. He checked in Port Harcourt, Rumudara. Yes. Order na Port Harcourt, na Ugwacha Port Harcourt. You got to go. Check in here. Sign in his this thing, Facebook account here, and more operation. Then on 26th of April, he visited Lagos again, 2024. Look at it here. The same Chinasa Nworu. What I'm doing now, I want each and every one of you to go and check. Chinasa Nworu should tell Biafrans what he came to do in Nigeria when he visited Nigeria in 2022. Mazi Okpalaeze was kidnapped and the rendition to Nigeria in 2021. You look at it, June 2021 when Mazi Okpalaeze was renditioned, and he visited in 2022, September 8. Then this is Lekki when he visited Lagos. You can see it here now. He's checking. This is his account. So Chinasa Nworu should tell Biafrans if I be na Nigeria 2022 and 2024. But this is the same guy who come online always to tell the world that now some of us have not visited our village. Just in Yanaba village here for the past 8 years. Na Kembo 8 years in Yanaba village here. So I want him to explain this to the world. What he came to do in Port Harcourt and what he went to do in Lagos. Nakwania GOC one konofolia ndewo.
Thank you. Now, this is the same Chinasa Nworu who always come to tell the whole world. Some people are collecting money from politicians. Some people are going here and here, collecting money from politicians, doing this, doing that. The same Chinasa Nworu that tell the world that he have not visited Nigeria for the past 10 years. Chinasa Nworu, Biafrans, go to his word, begin to ask him, what did you come to do in Nigeria in those above years? Agwa munu no onye unu na-efo ebe a kịta bụ Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem no na ya haro ndị otu gị niile ahụ this poppy mụ na ha haro. They are not my set. Chinasa Nworu, come out and tell us what you came to do in 2022 in Igwocha. Can politicians is a general ego? Ego gini ki je nalfa. 2024 yi bịakwa Nigeria. Can he bịara mee? Asking can he bịara mee? In his wall, there is no admin on Chinasa Nworu's wall. Chinasa Nworu handles his platform, only him. I have thoroughly checked Chinasa Nworu platform. I did what is called forensic investigation on Chinasa Nworu. On his wall, I started from his wall. You people don't know something. You know that anywhere, any country you travel to, and once you sign in that country, it is called check-in. It will, the location we mark, give you the exact place where you sign in. He did not know about this. Or maro that na onegumya na afazu ya anya. Chinasa Nworu nwere obuno nwere dia oge wepia. If you check President in my page, you gafu that na I entered Biafra because Facebook have not given Biafra our flag and everything the way it's supposed to be. But if you want to put location, put Biafra Zakatabek. When I entered, the year I entered 2020, when I entered Biafra land, I checked in on that particular day. After that, I removed, when I found out, then I removed that my Google location tracker. I remove it on my phone. And so many of you that are watching me now should be very careful. Go and check your Facebook and see if you are traveling from one place or to another and you are checking in using that your phone, signing in from one place or another. If you did not deactivate that particular tracker, it will be showing your location. That is exactly what happened to Chinasa Nworu. That is exactly what happened to Chinasa Nworu. So Chinasa Nworu lied to you people. Also, no emotion you see emotion in Syria. They want to bring this leadership down. Chinasa Nworu is a man that is deputed with immorality and this and that. Chinasa Nworu is this. For the past 10 years, he has not gone to home. Chinasa Nworu has no admin. Chinasa Nworu is the one who traveled to Nigeria. He went to Port Harcourt on that date. He should come and tell us the politician that he went to see. He should come and tell us the politician that he went to collect money from. He should come and tell us what that money was meant for. A year, Mazi Kanu was arrested and auditioned. He came to Nigeria. He came to Port Harcourt. From Port Harcourt, he entered Aba. This thing that's someone in favor. A very big criminal. In 2024, he came to Lagos. Go to his war right now. Biafrans, see, Adima Abia Kobrisoku, Jena war Chinasa Nworu now. Before on a webpia, Unu ga check here, Ganu check here, and Unu check it, go and check your own too. You must go and check your own as well to know that all the countries where you travel to, if you are checking is showing, if your checking is showing, when they go and deactivate it. Because Chinasa Nworu, Biafrans will continue to know who you are, to see more evidence are coming on. I am waiting for all these your puppies to come to continue to bring out all the concussion. I will be destroying them one after the other, but the big ball is coming. Chinasa Nworu, the big ball is coming. You are going to explain to Mazi Nandeka what you can do for Port Harcourt a year after he's arrested. After his arrest, you tell him also what you can do for Lagos. Lekki, to be precise. It is written there. Go and check it. I am not saying this is, when you say something, it's allegation, it's blackmail. Go to Chinasa Nworu page right now. Nachika Austin, Efe, Wanogo, Lucky Okechukwu Awilo Longomba, Madabuchi Nwachukwu, make a gift to that is supporting them. Go right now to his platform and type Chinasa Nworu. When you type Chinasa Nworu, now go and check. Go to more. When you get to more, then check in. Go to check in. When you go to check in, then look and see how when he came to Biafra land and when he visited the zoo, and he ask him what he came to do here. Chinasa Nworu must tell us if all Biafra men in Nigeria why Mazi Kanu was inside. Chinasa Nworu must tell us what he knows about Mazi Kanu problem onward. Oh yeah, why you must explain to us. It's not. I'm not accusing you wrongly or anything. You come to Nigeria, come and tell us, because you have sworn to us already, Biafra, that you have never gone home for the past 10 years. I'm making people believe you. And in your deluded mind, people thought that you are smart. GOC, Agone Chamber. Little did they know that you don't have anything or don't know anything upstairs. Because those of you that are traveling a lot, go and check your own wall at the same time. Go and check your own wall. Go and check your own walls. Can now go on the wall. Go no matter you may travel. You can have country. If I'm lying, you confirm it. Any countries, once you get to that country, you sign or in. It is called check-in on Google Map. It is recorded. You see, it will be recorded. Internet never lies. Chinasa Nworu do not know that it is not blackmail. Japan na wall yaketa. Japan kita before ne wapia. Omo Biafra as kwamunu je kita. Bora no also kita je na wall Chinasa Nworu. Kita can neku as I'm doing this program. Okay, wapia. Though I have videoed it and I have snapped it. As I videoed it, I have as well, saved it. Let him come and tell the world. If all Biafra men in Nigeria, Oga Ugwocha, Chinasa Nworu went to Ugwocha. Chinasa Nworu went to Ugwocha, and he came to Lagos. Jenna Wall yana konofuya. Neya Lekki visited on 26th April 2024. He visited Lekki on 26 April 2024, and he visited Rumudara, River State, on 8 September 2022. I'm not telling him, when I be gossiping. Hey, he's attacking. This is a forensic evidence that the world must see. This is a truth that the world must see. So he must tell us what he came to do in Nigeria, hiding. You pata Nigeria. Eh? Biafra said that now for the past 10 years, no people in Nigeria, can he be a man room udara? 2022. Can he be a man Lekki? 2024. Last year, you have a very big question to answer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, na politicians ego. Ana me echekwa ka unu kwuo na m nwasokwo je na politicians ego. Ana me echekwa ka unu kwuo nke m wepụtakwa na evidence. Unu eje wepụta video nwunye iko nsọ hapụrụ ụmụ ya gbalaga. I don't want to talk about it today. Unu ga-ajụgodi abụrụ m onye Imo State, abụrụ m onye Awọmmamma, abụrụ m onye Ụmụ Okwe, abụrụ m onye Ụmụ Ọjị. For you to have access to somebody's child, that person must give you permission to do so. And there's a reason. But I don't want to talk about it today. I keep it in my box until tomorrow. That video out tomorrow may play on the video where they are going to melon the month of June, because this month of June Karaka. The more you mepe ndị Biafra anya onye ọbụla amara nke na-eme ndị na-enwe ife ha ma amalia ike ya fuka ndị kapita na cha he attacking lie he doing this, but it is really looking at you. Jenna before wall Chinasa Nworu right now, go and check it there. Gane ne ya ine necha ye George osi unu gini ke politicians so bịara nara ego na Nigeria, ke politicians so bịara nwe meeting with na Nigeria. And ma junu ke politicians so bịara nara ego na Nigeria. Which of the politicians? Kedu ihe ọ bịara mee? Oge na-abịakwa oge mmebupụta kuzi ezigbo afịa ọkwa with evidence ka nna agwa unu afọ oji akpagharị oji abata obodo a. Oge na-abịa eji nwa ya alịpụta. So if Chinasa Nworu can sneak into Nigeria and have his deals with politicians and left, here check in he checked in on 26th of April 2024, and he checked in at Lekki, Lagos State, and he checked in at Rumudara, River State, on 8th of September 2022. Because someone ifere wepu ya na nsogbu ga-adị. So right now, I am going to open my line. Go to Chinasa Nworu. Call and ask Chinasa Nworu, si anwokem kedu ibia na Nigeria bia me. Kedu ije me ni gwocha. Ijere fu nwike. Kedu governor ije jefu. Kedu ebe ijelo. Kedu project ije jenete na Nigeria. Kedu ije me na Lekki. Jobani ajụjụ a. Because agwa mo na Chinasa Nworu amaghị onye mbụ. All of you na bakwa now. Ogechukwu is crying now. Look, Ogechukwu is crying. Madabuchi is crying now. All of them are crying. But the evidence of this one now, actually, kambugodu zonyono nka. Osoto andoro ne nenu. Una na afia. Nka aburo nke. Hey, you see, he's a blackmail. He's a blackmail. All in a wall yaketa no bika. Because all Biafrans, when you visit Chinasa Nworu wall and see that, which I'm talking about now, try and snapshot it. Keep it for yourself. Because the day of reckoning is fast approaching. You cannot come and be playing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and have me watch you. You cannot come and be challenging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and trying to hijack the struggle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suffered to build, and I'll be watching you. It's not possible. I'm a with some mushroom followers and they convinced the Grokaya Negegonti. But once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put out piam hani nemegini about ton, nobody will look at your face again. You will become a story. This is in the go get and way to go for you. I kept it into my this thing, my archive, nature. Omo Biafra. My line is open. I need a call. Ngwa Loki Okechukwu kpọọ. Chika Osim kpọọ. All of you, Wasimunu kpọwa. The line is open. Ọ bụkwa na unu akpọrọ Chineke akpọ unu niile ọkụ. Ọ bụrụ ịpụta na-ede rubbish. Kpọọ na phone kịta ka unu gwa m ihe Chinasa Nworu bịa mee na Nigeria. Call and tell me what Chinasa Nworu came to do in Lagos and in Iguacha. I need to know what Chinasa Nworu came to do in Lagos when Mazi Okpalaeze is in the hand of the enemy. And he came to swear to all of us that he have never traveled to the east. Do you understand? Obiana Angola yi no jobe east. Or not about Nigeria for the past 10 years. Unu na Koreaka GOC. But now, general platform ya Chineke nna anyị na-efe dị egwu. The spirit of Biafra will continue to expose each and every one of you. You think you are fighting me. The more you fight me, the more you make me expose your hidden devilish agendas. And it is even good that you are attacking me. It is even good you are even bringing your mushroom, your chihuahuas against me. That is why Chibuze Wato, Juegapu, if I you base photo, maybe no man, nata Chinasa Nworu rapid and Biafra defend there. Chinasa Nworu defend the Chibuze Wato that na Ojukoma security, Bagadicha Mayini no saying, oh, you people should leave him. You challenge him that he cannot travel, and he traveled. This and that. They are in the same line together. Chinasa Nworu and the Chibuze Wato are working with politicians. I have the first caller on the line. Caller, welcome to this program as Edey Hot. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chisom.
Chisom, go ahead and make your contribution.
Yes. Mazi Okpalaeze.
Yes, Omua. Adime Gigi Ferry.
I'm TikTok.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, you're not watching my life on TikTok, right?
Yes, I'm watching live. Yes, I'm watching.
Thank you very, very much. Because you go na wall Chinasa Nworu ga check him ihe kwuru maka always okwu ka ashi. Go ahead and say what you want to say, bro.
Yes. What I want to say now is, Mazi Okpalaeze me to explain to us. Yeah. If for 2014, for 2015, which was not now that to the step. And they give it up. They bring them mama. I'm not gonna want we don't job at there. But I can't not in this this food that thought that they are ahead of above us. Why are they taking like this? Can you name it? The leader is there, something for us. Not right now. The new people are there, trying to take over for things. Yes?
Yes.
Now is the turn. Get a map, the intake is getting copyright. It will see, I must know I didn't do one. There was no young daughter and Robert. I will follow the people who of you. Then, who was there for what was here, who by only my head, who makes you. I know you do. That one here, the web up is open. But upon now, get up for you. Upon get out for you. I want us to be here. So, maybe Mazi number come. One woman, I've been saying it. They believe the one woman. Oh, you know, I call you side. I like make the food. Also, you book also no Biafra or nothing. Biafra or nothing. So, my good thought, continue what you are doing. After my mother,
thank you. Thank you. Dalam because confirm I'm live on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Edey Hot, and I'm live on President. Welcome to this program, Edey Hot. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
from Mexico City.
Welcome, Mr. Mike. Go ahead and make a contribution, please. Yes, as so they talk.
Yes, I want to make my contribution.
Go ahead.
Okay. This very one now, check in. That check in may be wrong. Let me tell you, I travel a lot. I can come one place to do check in every place in the world. You can do it. Very well. Show what you are doing. I do check in every place in the world. I say one place. I can tell person, you are good to 9,000 place. I do check in.
Are you the hold on, Chelu, hold on now. Where are you? Are you the hold on now?
I'm not a people member.
Hold on now. You are talking incoherent now. When you talk, you listen to me. I want to ask you a question. Are you Google that record check-in on people's phone? Are you working with Google? Are you working with Google? Are you defending Chinasa Nworu that he did? Hold on now. Are you defending Chinasa Nworu that he did not visit Rumudara and the Lagos?
No, I'm not defending it. This is a common something you can do. I'm not here.
Listen.
Yes,
Listen. Prove it now. Prove it. Technology world is not when you go to a place and log into your account and the Facebook algorithm pick your location and place it in check-in. And you're telling me, no, yeah, then look at them. Look at them. Prove. I want somebody to prove what this man is saying. He cannot prove. You are living in the technology world that you log in on your phone in a particular location. The dates, your location, everything is written. Everything is seen. Everybody, unless you off your phone, that is when it will not happen. If you put that particular location off, it will not happen. But once, is on, anywhere you go, any country you go, the moment you log into your phone and go into Facebook, it will check you in Facebook that works with Google Map and recorded the precise hour, minute, location, everywhere. But look at this man, Unafukahara. He is one of the coordinators in the overthrow. This is one of them. Something that is seen, the eye can see. When in na afia, Jenna Paul, you got fear there. Only when you travel, travel from when your phone, you give your location on. Go to another country, sign on into the Facebook in that country. It will show. Look at them. Look at the people you are living in the technology world and you don't have access to beat Facebook. You cannot. You don't have access to beat Google Map. You cannot. There is what is called IP. There is what is called IP. Chinasa Nworu will not be in Kuwait and use Nigeria IP on Facebook and tell me that he is using Nigeria. Nigeria does not even have good internet. Nigeria does not even have good internet. It is someone that is in Nigeria that he may even try to use a foreign IP so that you will not know that he is in Nigeria. But for someone who lives in Kuwait to come to Nigeria, check in, and it is seen. And this man are here now. And Chinasa Nworu put on us. Nigerian politicians say, Chinasa Nworu should come and defend himself on this. Tell us if you are lying to us that you have not been to Nigeria for the past 10 years. And at the same time, it is showing on your Facebook wall that you visited Rumudara. That you, Chinasa Nworu, visited Rumudara. And the date when you visited was there. It is not a concussion. It's still there up to now. It is still there. You need to troop into his wall and go and check. He should tell us what he came to do. Oh yeah, why you for Brame? because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021 or not 2022. Yes, the date is here. Up at 2022, 8th of September in Rumodara, River State. That is where he went to. VPN of Kuwait cannot give you Nigeria location. Nino na Nigeria. Kedi ho ji eme? Ha bịara na VPN nekwa ndị riri. Nekwa ndị riri abịa na ha ndị otu ya. Look at them. One day, are you telling me that you are living in a country that is more civilized and you are using your VPN to check in Nigeria on Facebook? No. Obonas na Chinasa Nworu based in Nigeria kita. Where check in with US or check in with Holland or check in with Spain. I can understand that he used VPN of Holland to log into Facebook. Then if the location is available, if it is on, it will show. I don't need to even talk much on this. The world knows the truth. So you cannot come and begin to lie to us that you have not visited Nigeria for the past 10 years. Why you visited on 22nd, on 8th of September 2022, a year after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. Kidnap, not arrest. Then you visited Lagos again, Lekki, Lagos, on 26th of April 2024. People should go there and check it. They need to make me show too much. If you like, you come and begin to defend your stupidity. If you like, come and be defending your criminality. I am here. About the end of everybody that is not genuine in this struggle. And about GOC. Why ain't doing Kenya go? Come and confess and tell us which of the politicians you came to see twice, and the meeting you came to have twice with them. That shows on your platform. Come and show us. That is the reason why you are hiding. You are hiding. You feel that people doesn't know who you are. You see, somebody you should show your face. You say, what are you talking about? They want to see Chinasa Nworu so that they will sabotage him. Chinasa Nworu is the one who is sabotaging Biafrans. Welcome to the program as it is hot. Your name and where you're calling from, please. Please, every time you call me, your voice is always down. Stop using pillow voice, my brother. Jeku. Speak louder. Speak like a lion that you are, please. Go ahead.
My name is Chukwubuikem. I'm calling from Turkey.
Yes, I'm going to run them.
Before
and hold on, Joku. And he is always the one that is giving update on ESN camp. How is he getting all those information? Did he mean that Chinasa Nworu wanted the information?
That guy had no clue. That guy had no clue. I swear. For a year, so they have my ear, and then they go the ticket to them. I died. They don't get on as in. I mean, I think ticket to them. I wasn't going to use your mouth. And they will go to ticket to them. The head of the wall. After another can run now. But it's not a Biafran who say, or who be more than a wall up and call up and the not. So the thing about cooperation, and you over to and they to picture bubbles. There's actually something in no pilot to my jack up in
okay.
Not in Napa to a jack up in it's about well organized. It's just the police there. The here is now the office to kidnap our
Mazi Okpalaeze, I want you to round up because I want this program not to pass 3 hours. This is 2 hours, 39 minutes. Round up. Make your point and round up, my bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to ask a question because more than 4 years and now
Oh yeah, Jobani Chinasa Nworu gini ko na bia me na Nigeria. Jobani. Because the reason why I'm concerned is that he swore on BTV, on RBL, Radio Biafra, he swore Chinasa Nworu Muri that for the past 10 years that he have not gone to his village, have not gone to Nigeria. He has been doing this, have been doing that. Ne zogadi area, ne aro jopo on the ground. When you feel na yama honyo, na imo nyebo. I'm a go from my own. I'm onyebo. Chinasa Nworu have tampered with my personal life and came to Radio Biafra to throw jabs on me. Namun with a shop, na Anambra. Chinasa Nworu na ekwu ya, namun with a shop, na Anambra. I have shop. You na akron dem madu. Namun with a shop, na Anambra. Achalu goja abam moto. Onye nwa ji sampeji alụ ụnụ. Very envious human being. Very, very envious woman being. Currently now, Chinasa Nworu na gwande mmadụ na agba moto abụọ na m bi in a luxurious house. Because Chinasa Nworu thought that I will be licking his anus as Chika Austin is licking his anus. As Madabuchi Nwachukwu is licking his anus. As Awilo Longomba, who is looking for pepper, licking his anus. Efe, as they are looking, he thought I did not lick his anus. I stood on my ground, Giriba. I said, I no go feed. Even when Keke Oda promised me money, say they will have collected money, I will give you money. Don't talk about the king. I said, no, I will not. I will not collect your money. Keep your money. Because Abiana said he's hungry. He doesn't know how to work. He does this. He does that. Manaka I'm better. I'm far better than all these motherfuckers. Go and do background check to know if I'm saying the truth or not. Akam hani nemma from A to Z. Before I join all the struggle, I know who I am. I used to have business in Port Harcourt. I used to have business there at Chinda bus stop. Under one-story building. It was a very powerful boutique. I'm into real estate management in Dubai. I'm into tourism and cargo in Dubai. If you people want, I will show you my flyer, right? Live on this platform. Before join all the struggle. Struggle I be amazing mad. This kind of mad abrozi mad. Onye put up area, onye put up nde kachamma. Nde kachamma no job na hanapita na akpali. Look at Chinasa Nworu. Dalentin on a moto nabo. Open a Loziros house. So because of Nifilu na that change, that critical change that he just support the program I made those days. No back I say I leave. Chinasa Nworu for information. Param Adam no ID 20 years now. Param is going to 18, 17 going to 18 right now as it hot. Chinasa Nworu, I'm talking to you. And they're about to enter university. When I will do my program about Munyi Konso, I will tell the world they go na hun neweta. Can the man raise a calculator PIMA plus and minus? I will tell them, I will explain to them. Our mono na attack him with problem. Chinasa Nworu should tell the world the truth. Because when I go you hodel, all the this will have any kings who post to Onya. Kasan or Boroyama. But I know him. I can beat my chest to tell no Chinasa Nworu there. You can publish here. And that is an attack on Mazi Okpalaeze, and you are not seeing it. That is why Chibuze Ugwato go and rub mind with politicians. Natana Akinyo, Chinasa Nworu Mechionia. Instead of that, Abanyimo na Keka Abiana Yom say I should co-host program with Chinasa with Chibuze Ugwato, the Chihuahua in South Africa. I should co-host with him. Utam Noketa no and my phone when Nakoko, Mona Chibuze Ugwato no na Neku. A sellout. You say, no, I cannot do it. It's over my dead body. God forbid that. They want me to kill me. Keke na yom na pom na say Mazi do program with Chibuze Gwata say I no fit. I cannot. Mazi do it, I say I cannot do it. Mazi agenyekwa ga ego jide ego gi I no want. Akwa keke bia na program Ogechukwu na awogo onu. Agala na aga ya enyi ego na 100,000. What is 100,000? Diokpara m ihe ọ na-akwụ n'ụgwọ akwụkwọ is 350,000 naira per term. Diokpara m my son. My son Diokpara m ọ na-aga private school. 350,000 ọ ihe ọ na-akwụ per term. Adam nwanyị na-akwụ 285,000 per term. Una na-aghọta ya? My second son na-akwụ about 265,000 also per term. When they calculate ego ni na eweta 60,000 naira. Si na for ụmụ iko nso na atọ. 60,000 naira si na for ụmụ iko nso na atọ for 1 month. 60,000 o 60 for asino for ụmụ iko nso na atọ. Okay, can I divide ya? Achọba m ikwu maka ụmụ iko, but just ka m metụgodo unu nke aka ka unu mara ife na-aga. You divide their 60,000 naira by 3, or 20,000. Because 20,000 naira you wetara for the upkeep of a child of 9 years going to 10 years. Nime 20,000 naira ebe aka esi gori ya akwa, ebe aka esi gori ya akpụkwụ, ebe aka esi ri nne ụtụtụ, ebe aka esi nne ihe, ebe aka esi ri nne abalị. Ahụ ya bi ebe aka esi gwu ya, ebe aka esi gotere ya akpụkwụ. Like everything, check enu ka unu fu na mkpọrọ nwa mmadụ na-azụ. Akpọrọ nwa mmadụ na-azụ. So Chukwu okabia manu n'enigwe boye maka nsa survive we na-azụ that boy. Mana ha pụta ha na-achọ ihe ha eji wee meme indict, ya eji wee mee ka ndị mmadụ hate him. Ha na-akwụ ya ụgwọ, ha na-eme nke ọzọ. Soso ụgwọ akwụkwọ that boy. Soso school fees that boy. Bụ ego gbaliterenu ndị a na-eweta n'isi that boy. Mazi Chikedoziem na-eweta n'isi that boy. Sosi ya. But ihe a na-eri n'ọnụ, I am the one taking care of that boy. I am the one catering for that boy. I didn't call for anybody. I did everything I could because I took him as my son to take care of him. Today, but so one thing lead to another. Hey, oseoji, come and tell us. Can you child and give him? You people will see and hear from them. In fact, family of Ikonso will come and tell you about this woman. When I'm done explaining what I know and everything, then Ikonso say the whole world what they know. You with 60,000 naira. I know this so for you come with 60,000 naira. Get 60,000 naira gota. 60,000 naira for 1 month. You may back what I clean. Oh, you buy home everything. Everything 60,000 naira. Niha Nigeria no yakita. Piano calculator may plus and minus. And have you seen for money? Can you wait here? Did I complain? No. Hana up to Omohukonama and the more Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem Ghana goes to Edey. Add very, very clean and pure. Up on 1 man not out for Nimia because Kaman and Nias were in near 1 and Jama, Bron were not out for the Nimia. Anybody on Bonau Jimaka, that boy, will maybe he with me, come see, in fact, that now I can't yell this family, my year using the Ikonso will come after you. So, Chinasa Nworu, continue to send all your boys. I have not talked about Ikonso yet, because I will play her video. I got my video here on my platform. I'm going to say, I'm going to the video, I pretend. Na akwa egbonia or ebron and Cameron cause ihe nwe ikoso na akuna school currently is 175,000 per term. 175,000 if one akuna school na school ebe ntilia. The same school nwa m na-agụ ka nwe ikoso na-agụ. The same school. Yes. Or if one akụ ejom tie na school ebe na akụ 20,000 or 10,000 or 15,000 no. Etikọrọ m with nwa m. Brain nwatakịrị na-acha ọkụ. Ikwute okwu nne ya no ejekwu nne nwata ebe akwa. I don't want to go to my mother. I don't want to go to see anybody. I want to stay with you. I don't want to go there for now. Now, Go and ask Chinasa Nworu if obia many guacha na if obia mena na Lagos. O ife nchole igwu unu check ya ona plus ya ona minus ya ona gwazi onwe unu kebo eziokwu. Abụrụ m onye Imo State, abụrụ m onye nwa mma. Nwoke mana ejem take a risk kpọrọ nwa oyi nwoke n'azụ. So the little token, the little support unu na-eweta ka unu ji wee bịa gezibe ịgba m war. When I know Open Mazi Okpalaeze na outside, Mazi Okpalaeze will make a proper arrangement on how much I'm gonna equip for these children. More than himself, the Jago can send what you think no. Most of the times, we can send there. What is 60,000 naira? Giga 60,000 naira go to now. We 60,000 naira ba faketa anu now. If you have a acha mi je ba ụmụnne m ụmụ Biafra aka bụ nwanne unu nwoke Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubuikem akụ Biafra nke mbụ na Biafra eze nwife n'iwe niile ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị Mazi Oseoji na-adịghị eji iji ifere ọmụnwa na-eto onwe m afọ akịta anụ chika ọ sị na-ebe na-akụ isi na wọl mmadụ abụchukwa chukwa na-ebe na-akụ isi na wọl oge chukwa na-ebe on her lonely bed ọ na-ebe ha niile a na-ebe ha becha agbakọ onwe ha mee mitin mụnwa bụ aga m anyịrị m niile unu butere Benz Farm ntipịa Benz Farm unu ebute press release ntipịa press release lies kịta anụnwa na unu ebupụtara nka ya etipịakwa ya mana kịta anụnwa jụbagodo na Chinasa Nworu ajụjụ sị na ya nwanne kedu ihe bịara mee n'Igwe Ọcha kedu ihe bịara mee na Lagos ke politicians bịara nwee mitin nara ego afọ onye na-azụ ka ọma mgbe o ji eje mara mgbe o ji ana ọ gwụchana nke ọha m n'ọnụ onye afọ tata a ga-afụ ya echi. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ndu anyị ọ dịghị ụjọ na-atụ anyị ọha mmadụ ike bụ onye ndu anyị ọ dịghị ife anyị na-achọ anyị enweghị onye ọzọ ma ọ bụghị ya ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu n'ozuwo Imo steeti nwerewa ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu wee n'ozuwo Ebonyi nwerewa ebe anyị nwere Nnamdi Kanu ewo n'ozuwo Igwe Ọcha nwerewa ọkwụnụ fụrụ ya ọ dịghị onye ọzọ enwere na bụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu every other person bụ ndị na-esu ya n'azụ onye anyị trọsụrụ nọ n'ihu ọgụ kwechiri si ndị zoo I cannot succumb to your pressure. I am here for the restoration of my people and that is why nji kwuru ike kwusie ike but then the kind of threat Chinasa Nworu butere werezie in disguise afa kedu na-akpọ ya afa if anyị kings were post ya kunu believe na anyị kings deli ya nna ama m ife a na-alụ cool down ọkwifuru at the end of this whole shenanigans unu a ga-amụ mbe na bụ nke bụ oke ọmụ na unu kpokọta na onwe unu ọnụ mee vidio tụọ na asị butenu mbịakwa nwere ofu vidio m tipịa ha niile. Chika Austin, I know you are crying but I will not tell you sorry because ama m onye na-edu ya unu marakwanụ onye ahụ karịa ka ụmụ ya gaa n'ojobi ya ka e ihe ọbata Naijiria bịa mee ọ bụrụ na ajụrụ ya Chineke akpọ unu niile ọkụ ọ bụ na ka ọha m n'ọnụ n'ụmụ Biafra ndị ọma nji eme ọnụ